Hey everyone, it's Apanda here, and welcome to the very first part of a brand new series on our channel, the Runaway Teen Challenge. But hold up, there is going to be a twist to this. I am combining the Single Father Challenge into the Runaway Teen, since I feel like all of my series and challenges always starts off with a female character. That for once, I want to change things up and start off with a strong male leading character, hence why the Single Father Challenge is going to be added into the Runaway Teen. So before I actually move on, like any first part, there's a lot of grounds to cover, and if you guys don't want to stick around for it and just really want to dive into the gameplay, feel free to fast forward. I'll provide a time for you guys, but for those who actually want to know how these two challenges could be combined as one, then just keep listening. So if you're still here and you didn't fast forward and you are actually returning to the channel, welcome back. You guys are the reason why I started the Runaway Teen Challenge. It was the most highly suggested challenge you guys wanted me to do, next being the single parent, not really the father, but just single parent in general. And to almost accommodate to everyone, that's why I combined these two. But I am really excited for this challenge since I've never done a Runaway Teen nor that single parent, so it's gonna be very interesting to see where this challenge will take us. But if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. My name's Amanda, aka Apanda, and that's all you really need to know. So if you guys end up falling in love with this challenge or have already fallen in love with other content on the channel, don't be shy, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you know when a video does go up from me, which is not too often, but hopefully my schedule will change very soon. Alright, so now to really dive into the details of the two challenges. As you know, the Single Father was originally created for The Sims 4, so there's a lot of tweaks and adjustments that I need to make so we can accommodate to The Sims 3. However, the challenge doesn't actually start until our male character here turns into a young adult, so with those rules I'll get into it when the time comes. But for now, the main focus for the series is the Runaway Teen Challenge. And since this has been around for quite a while, I'm not going to break down the rules for you. I'm assuming most of you are familiar with the rules, but I will kind of, point out certain ones as we play along. But I will provide links down in the description box below for both challenges and the creators in case you want to brush up on the rules or correct me if I get it wrong, or you just don't know the rules. It will be all down in the description box below. However, I will say quite a lot of mods are needed to make this challenge work, so in case you guys want to try this in your own game, I would say the most crucial mods you would need is the NROS Master Controller and Story Progression, since it has settings to help with the curfew and creating teen sims by themselves and moving them into a lot. I did add in the taxi mod where I did tweak it as well, so we will get subtracted 5 simoleons for every taxi service that we hire. So finally moving on to our main character, his name is Heath Robinson. Pretty hunky for a teen. Wait until you see when he's a young adult. He's pretty dang handsome, but you kind of get the gist of what he would look like. But however, there is a backstory to him. I provided that in the trailer before uploading this, so in case you guys didn't catch it, I'll go ahead and link it somewhere in case you do want to know how he became a runaway teen / homeless. I am trying to make this challenge more story driven, like I've always mentioned in my previous video, that I'm trying to break out of my comfort zone and do a story driven type. I feel like it really adds more emotions and feelings into the challenge. So what you guys saw just now was Heath trying to earn a few simoleons to afford the sleeping bag, and to our luck, we came across this very useful lamp, which will be our only light source when the sun does set, so we got really lucky. But I wanted to do the initial setting up for this challenge, so we're not completely starting from scratch here in part 1. As you know, setting up can be very time consuming, so now we can kind of dive into the good stuff. So let me officially introduce introduce you to our male leading character, Heath Robinson. He is a Leo. His favorites are hip-hop, PB&J, and the color orange. His traits are brave, gatherer, heavy sleeper, and an angler. So if you remember the rules, the creator provided a short list that you are only allowed to choose one from because it's supposed to make the teen's life a lot easier. So I went with the angler since I've never fully enjoyed that trait or anything that comes with it. So it will be a lot of fun, at least for me. So without further ado, let's officially begin this challenge. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Alright, so he's still doing pretty okay with his hunger. I actually want him to come over here to the junkyard and, might as well get dirty and make use of the facility that we are going to visit, which is the fire station over here. Alright, so it is a new town, a new game, so you're gonna see a lot of notifications that my, I guess Overwatch, the error trap, is gonna catch. Alright, so we're gonna dumpster dive. See if we can dumpster dive twice, if his hunger won't completely drop down to negative later. So based off the clip you just saw, it does look very different to where we are now, since in the clip, it was actually a different world. I don't know how many times or how many custom worlds I have tested to finally make a decision on one where it did not glitch out, it did not crash. At least I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this city will work its magic and cooperate for this challenge. It's really hard to say. But yes, we are playing in Brooklyn Heights, created by My Sims Reality. It's not as big as I want it to be, but at least this is a very safe custom world without glitches so far, and there's not a lot of routing issues. I did do a lot of setting up, but like I said, it's a very safe town to play in, and I don't think you really need like a good computer for it to run this town smoothly. So far, it's very smooth for me. I haven't encountered any glitches, but I do have a pretty decent computer, so it's really hard to say. But I will tell you, the world that I really wanted to play in was Los Angeles, or Los Angeles. I don't really know how you pronounce it, but it's supposed to be a mimic of Los Angeles, and it was a really large world. It was really pretty and a lot of stuff that we can explore. But within the first day, the game was running fine. Everything went very well. But somehow on the second day, it just started lagging like there was no tomorrow. There was just no way for me to fix it. And I know, like, down the line, in the long run, for this challenge, it's just gonna be unplayable. So I was really devastated that I couldn't get it to work. I mean, if I ever do, then maybe I'll start up another Let's Play on it, or maybe a current household, which I've never done before, so that's something that I might kind of experiment with. Alright, so as you guys just saw, we got subtracted 5 simoleons for the taxi service. So like I had mentioned before, I added in the taxi mod where it will automatically deduct 5 simoleons every time we use a taxi service. That way I don't always have to purchase a flamingo, which can be a big nuisance, and with my memory, I'll probably forget or I'll deduct more than we actually, use the taxi service for. So this way it's a lot more convenient, at least for me. Alright, so he wants to go fishing. We'll definitely do that after we hit up the fire station, which I do have a quick thing to tell you about with the fire station, not regarding the rules, but something that is going to be very challenging in some way. Alright, so with the first dumpster dive, we found a towel rack and a butterfly. And then with this one, we found, I think it's a rug or a frisbee. I don't really know what that is, but we'll see later on when we jump into buy mode. Alright, so let's make our way to the fire station. Ooh, we found a gem, I believe. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, so as I was saying, with the fire station, which you guys may know the rule, is that we're only allowed to come here once a day, up to 3 times per week. So it's about, I think by the time he gets here, it will be 8 p.m. So we have until tomorrow 8 p.m. to make use of their fridge or snacks or whatever you like to call it. And I think that's how the rules are applied. I'm not really sure, but let's come over here and take a shower. And let's get some free food. Luckily, he's not feeling sick from, the dumpster dives. Very, very lucky. Alright, so the twist with the fire station, because our brother, or Heath's brother, Clyde, he is a fire sergeant, so this is his like second home. So we're gonna have to make sure every time when we do drop by that we don't run into his brother, because if we run into a family member, it's gonna be pretty much like the challenge is over. They're gonna drag us home. But if it comes down to like, strangers that are adults, as long as we don't talk to them, it's okay. If they see us, it's completely fine, just as long as we don't make any conversation, because they don't know that we're a runaway. They'll just probably think that we're a complete slob and we just don't know how to dress ourselves. But, with family members, it's a whole different story. So that's the little twist with this fire station. We're just going to have to be very, very careful. Alright, so after this, we're definitely going to go hit up the beach for a little fishing. Since he do want to pick up the fishing skill and go fishing, so let's come over here and fish. Oh, I don't know why his hair is so groomed when he's in the shower. Alright, so this is gonna be quite a tedious process. I guess I will rant on some more. Why not? It's a first part. There's always gonna be a lot of mumble jumble and ranting. Alright, but like I had mentioned 10 minutes ago, that as we play along, I will slowly bring up the rules and tell you more about Heath's backstory so you can really get to know him. I just didn't want to jam all this information at once, or else it will be a little too much to take in. But we are fortunate with this challenge, since, we do have a lot of kind of advantage with this challenge, as far as when our social does go low, we have I completely forgot to silence his phone, which is what we're supposed to do. So that's another rule, that we're not allowed to use our phone in any way, because technically we're a runaway. We don't really have a phone, so it's just there, but we're not gonna use it. But as I was saying, if our social ever do get low, we have someone to talk to, because Heath does have a girlfriend. Her name is Tiffany Reader, and she's actually a runaway herself, but she has her own story, which I'm not going to get into, maybe later on down the line. But she is in a much better situation than us. She actually has a home, working facility at her place. But by all means, if we ever do hit her up, we actually gonna have to find her instead of call her. So there will be times where we will visit her at her house, but we will not be using any of her facility. It will be just strictly social drop by. But let me show you where she lives. She actually lives right over here. So she has a pretty small house. It's nothing, fancy. It's just like a small studio. I don't think she even has a stove. She only has a fridge and a microwave, and then, a bed to sleep in, which is what we really want. But I think the rule states that we cannot buy any appliance, and I'm assuming that's considering beds or fridge, until we have an actual house with rooms, not just a studio room, but actual like bathroom, bedroom, living room. So it's gonna be very challenging. We have a long way to go, and we've been using a lot of the taxi service already, so you can imagine how much more we're gonna use down the line in this challenge. But let me show you where Heath did grow up. Alright, so ignore these, it's just a new game. But this is Heath's house, and this is where he grew up in. And like I said, it does look very different from the clip you saw in the trailer. So it was a different town, a different house, a whole different world. But this is the house he grew up in. And it's a big change for Heath, as far as going from this to this little like hidden spot with only a sleeping bag and a lamp. I think we should start putting this in our inventory in case we get a burglar and steal the only precious thing we have in our possession. But Also, in the rules, it says that we're supposed to be living away from the city and, you know, just away from anywhere that's has a big population. But I feel like this spot is pretty good because I don't think any Sims will actually come here besides like in this area, but they won't wander off. And we are pretty hidden within all the rocks and bushes, so I don't think this should be a problem with our, you know, location. Alright, so it seems that Heath caught a fish already worth 5 simoleons. Actually, he caught 2, I think. Or maybe 3, let me see. Oh, he caught 3. So Heath is an angler, so he'll naturally catch more fish than other Sims. So that's, you know, that's a plus. That's a big plus for us. Alright, and oh, also in the clip, you guys saw Heath was swimming in the ocean and I had dragged this hygiene bar up. So in the rules, I think this was just the creator's, you know, self-preference to make the challenge a little easier, which I will go ahead and do so as well because I think that's the only cheat that is allowed in this challenge, where if we're nowhere near a shower facility or, you know, the swimming pool or wherever that has a shower, it's, you know, completely packed with adults or a family member, that we can actually just kind of jump into the ocean, swim for about an hour or so, and then just slowly drag our hygiene bar up using cheats. So I will go ahead and use that for this challenge, which, you know, it will be very helpful, especially when we live right next to a beach as well. So I might as well. Alright, so Marcy Robinson was seen recently investing her family earning in the local Llama Memorial Stadium. Wow. So it seems like our family's doing pretty well without us. That's kind of sad. That's pretty sad. I mean, they're still pretty devastated with, you know, Heath's runaway, but I mean, it's life. Heath did what he had to do. It may not have been the best decision, but oh well. Wow, Clyde bought a car, a sloppy jalopy. He has a lot of money. I'm surprised he only bought a sloppy jalopy. Alright, so before I rant on and completely forget what we're supposed to do, I'm gonna see if we can find any seeds in this town. I don't know if anything is spawned yet. Like I said, it's still a brand new town, a new game. So I'm gonna check off camera and then see if we can collect anything on our way home so we can get the planting in right away so we have some food tomorrow. Unfortunately, I didn't find a whole lot of seeds within that area, but there are a lot of flowers we can pick, so hopefully they'll be worth quite a lot of simoleons. I'm going to see if while Heath is running, will we come across any seeds, or else I will go ahead and try and pick them. We did find this mushroom thing, which I don't know if we can eat. I know for a fact that we probably won't able to plant it since it may require a higher gardening skill to do so. But let's see if these flowers are worth something. Oh, so we actually caught 6 anchovies. Not too bad. Okay, we're going to sell it before they spoil and stink. Worth 15 simoleons. I'm going to go ahead and sell it as we pick them. Yeah, so we can't even plant this, I don't think. It's, actually, no, maybe we can. It's only an uncommon seed, so I think we can. After this, let's go home. Ooh, we found something worth 75 simoleons. Ooh, not too bad. Alright, so we're going to make our way to the mushroom. Hopefully, I don't think he needs to catch a taxi. If he does, oh my god, we are wasting so much money. Yep, we are wasting so much money on taxi service. It's only the first part. And it hasn't been more than like 12 hours. I think we used a taxi like, what, 4 times? I already lost count. So, like I said, it's so handy to have this mod in. And plus, I'm lazy. But lazy in a good way. Oh wait, there's a seed here. Hold on. So my apologies for all these cutting in and out because I keep getting interrupted. Probably not the best way to start off the first part here. Oh, there's another one. Oh wait, nope, don't go home yet. Collect this. Alright, so I guess all the seeds are slowly spawning in this area. Oh, let's catch some bugs. Let's just catch what we can within this area before we make our way home, because we're gonna have to spend more money on taxi service. Might as well make use of this little area a lot here. Alright, so I don't see anything else. Let me go ahead and sell a lot of money. I don't think we can plant this. I don't know. Let's see when he make his way home. Alright, so we caught a ladybug for 7 simoleon, which I think we're gonna go ahead and sell instead of set it free, because that's 7 simoleons that we don't have. The zoologist, why? I don't think I want him to be a zoologist. I do have something planned for Heath when the right opportunity does come up. I'm still debating, so I'm not going to tell you guys yet. It'll be a surprise. It will be a surprise. Alright, so let's see if we can plant this. Heath needs to have gardening skill level 5. I knew it. I knew it. Yep. Same with the mushroom. Alright, so I guess we'll just... Actually, no, we'll keep it in our inventory for now, but we'll sell the ladybug. And the spotlight mushroom, well, I guess if anything, we'll use it as fertilizer since we're not allowed to eat this anyways. Whoa, a dispute erupted between Matthew and Marcy. Oh, by the way, these are his parents, his dad, Matthew, and the mom, Marcy, in case you guys didn't know who these people were. In front of the store, and both sides were left unamused. Wow, I did not expect that to happen, but I guess with Heath's Runaway, it's putting a major dent into the parents' relationship, and I'm still a little surprised, I gotta tell you. But you guys seen the trailer, you know the backstory. Heath and his dad are always butting head and arguing, and it's always about one thing, which is his girlfriend Tiffany. The dad doesn't like her. He thinks she's a bad influence, and she doesn't even really fit the family image. But you know, as a dad, you want what's best for your son, even though he may not have handled the situation the way it should be because of the way he is. But Heath, being young and naive and completely head over heels in love for this girl, he just want to be with her, and with the dad opposing so much, the only way that he saw fitting was to run away so he can be with the woman he loves. And of course, the mom, being a mom, she loves her son to death, and you know, for this to happen, she kind of blames the dad, but at the same time, Heath is at fault for making such a crucial and brutal decision to run away from home. But, you know, there's definitely more to the story that I will get into in the next part. So with that said, I will be wrapping up this part here. I hope you guys are excited for this challenge, because I've really kind of built too much excitement for myself going into this challenge. So I'm really looking forward to recording the next few parts, which by the way may be pre-recorded so I can have a schedule set for you guys. Alright, so let me know in the comments below if you guys are excited for this challenge, because you guys requested it. It was the most highly requested challenge, so here it is, and I am happy to record this for you. So like always, thank you for watching. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you guys in the next part. Bye everyone.